The aim of the report is to answer a very simple question. Is life in the tropics getting better? More subtly, the aim of the report is geopolitical. It is to change the way the world views itself. Today, the work is done and the report is ready. Here to launch this important work. In a short while, we will be welcoming her on. The tropics accounts for more than 40% of the world's population, around 80% of the world's biodiversity, and features some of the most pressing issues of our time: population growth rates ahead of the rest of the world, health and disease, environmental management, the development of governance and judicial structures, all playing out in Aristotle's torrid zone. Please join me in welcoming Aung San Suu Kyi.
So I have to talk about what our vision. I would like this report to be able to contribute towards a more caring world for all of us. And there is so much that we can learn from this report to make us better carers, to care for our environment, to care for one another, to care for those who are different from us, and to understand that those who are different from us are just as worthy of care as we are. So what can we do? The area lying between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn is part of the world. In a way, we could call it the belt of the world. It's going around the world. And belts are more than just for keeping bulges in. I think belts are to join, to promote inclusivity, to make everybody understand that we are part of a whole. Also becoming a more likable race. I would like the tropics to be an area that invites everybody to come together, not just to help us, but to use us, if necessary, in order to help the rest of the world. Of course, a richer part of the... So the world comes down to this. We have to live not just with other human beings, but with other living beings. And how can we help to make this world a happier home for all living beings? Health, education, economics, and everything. Now, the tropics include some of the poorest countries in the world. There is no doubt about the fact that affluence is important to a certain extent. Without the necessary means, without the necessary resources, we will not be able to look after the health or the education of our people.
It's now time to...
This perspective, I think the real issue actually is around livestock production and how we...
Biodiversity is really facing some serious challenges in the tropics. We know it's the most biologically important real estate on the planet. It's a bit of a mixed picture. I'm not sure we're steaming right at a giant iceberg, but it's pretty clear that we're not going towards open water either. Currently, tropical forests are being destroyed at a rate of about 10 million hectares a year, which is about 40 football fields a minute. We're seeing incredible change everywhere we look. Roads are proliferating all over the world now. It's projected we're going to have something like 25 million kilometers of new paved roads, which is enough to go around the world 600 times.
And there would be a trickle-down effect in a way that it will, and that is why building strategic partnerships will become a critical key to achieving sustainable development. That goes back to how are we going to use this report to achieve sustainable development. And I believe that getting this report into the hands of the people will really make good use of it in terms of informing policy, in terms of implementing policies that address the issues that I have outlined will be a big step forward.
Beautiful. Changes people's behavior, changes behavior of society, and of course we need to do more research. I also think we need to do more research together together with the various universities in the tropics. And we are not very aligned at the moment. And I think that it could be an inspiration now.
Appreciate it.